Hey everybody, this is Twiggy. I was at Blast Camp out in Indiana for Valken Presents Conflicts 2. It was my first Milsim Light experience because we did about, every 2 to 3 hour sessions with breaks of about an hour to 2 hours in between, 1 hour for lunch, 2 hours for dinner. And I got to, experience a little bit what Milsim was like. It was really awesome, and I really appreciate the Valken guys for, sponsoring it and getting all the Valken pros out playing with us. Is really cool to see those guys out in the field fighting alongside us on the coalition side. And just the amount of stuff they had going on at Blast Camp was amazing. They had red smoke for chemical warfare that we had to watch out for. We had a 1953 Deuce that we got to drop out of. There was tanks driving around the field. Shout out, of course, to Moneybags and Sparky, who I was running for most of the week with. And to Mac, who came out in force with about 50 guys representing Michigan and Indiana Coalition. For the game, I was running my brand new Valken V12 engine enhanced G&G Combat Machine 18 Mod 1 with a amped Airsoft air regulator and 36-inch line and a Valken 32 cubic inch tank, which served me really nicely. I was amazed at just how awesome the Valken was, both in terms of accuracy and speed. Being able to get that burst fire out there, just going full auto whenever I needed to. Thanks to Valken Actual for tuning it out for me and figuring out that apparently I had one of the original Valken V12 engines, so the firmware was wrong on it. So a little bit of programming was all it needed, and it was running great. I also got to use my VMG 74 from Echo 1, the Red Star Edition, and that was also doing great. I ended up actually breaking a piston at the very end of the game because I was just firing full auto for a bit to try to empty out some mags, and apparently the last tooth on the piston actually broke off entirely. So when I was firing it, it was just pushing BBs out the barrel, but obviously it wasn't pulling the piston back any longer. I have to say I learned a lot, and it being a Milsim Light experience, it definitely gives me a lot of insight into what I would actually need to up my game for an actual Milsim, as far as like bigger air tanks if I was to run an HPA rig. Definitely gotta get more mid caps. That Valken V12 firing 20 BBs a second would eat through a mid cap in 6 seconds, and I was only running 3 on me at the time, so definitely was not enough ammunition. Actually, I had to borrow some from Archie as well for the game. In a game like this, you definitely can't overestimate just how much water that you actually need to drink. I know I brought 2.5 liters of water in a Camelback, but I still ended up needing probably another couple liters just in water bottles afterwards. Valken was also nice enough to have like a barbecue for us, so there was hot dogs and hamburgers, and the Blast Camp actually supported us with Chick-fil-A sandwiches, pizza, hot dogs, and stuff as well. There was actually over 450 players on the field the first day for the event. But I hope you guys like some of the shots from part 1 of Conflicts 2. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and look forward to part 2 where there's a little more actual action, because I got a lot more done on the second day when there was less people on the field. Twiggy out!